What's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? Today, I just want to make a quick video real quick. In this video, I want to talk about, let's get right into it. No time for the intro, no time for BS, no time for the games. Let's get right into it. Today, I want to make this video about the true meaning of self-love. Now, as you can see by the title, like, you know what that's going to be about. But let's talk about what that really is, because everybody talks about, oh, self-love is important. Self-care, self-love this. I'm practicing self-love, da-da-da-da. But what is the true meaning of self-love? What does that truly mean? In my belief, my definition of what true self-love is just your thoughts about yourself being in alignment with love. Your feelings about yourself being in alignment with love. Your actions when it comes to yourself are in alignment with love. Therefore, all three of those are in alignment with love when it comes to yourself. I can explain that in a different way if it, doesn't make sense. But pretty much what I'm saying is when you have a thought about yourself, it should represent love. Now, nobody's perfect. We're all human at the end of the day. We're not just made up of love. We're made up of all types of different things. So what if I were to have a thought that's associated with fear when it comes to myself or when it comes to my reality? Or maybe I have a depressing thought. What does that mean? Does that mean I can't practice self-love? Does that mean that I don't have self-love? No, we all have self-love. We all can practice self-love. Self-love is internal. When you have that thought, it's not about the thought itself, because your thoughts are not you. You are not your thoughts. It's about your reaction and your response to that thought, because that is you. That is who you are. You are your reaction. You are your response. You are the energy that you put into this world. So when you react to a thought, like say you were to have a depressing thought or a sad thought or an anxious, you have thoughts of anxiety in your head, and you were to attack yourself like, man, what is wrong with me? Like, am I crazy? Why do I keep having these thoughts? And you start self-attacking and putting this hateful energy out there and reflecting that onto yourself. That is then your response. And now that is going to be who you become. That is going to be the energy that you manifest into your life. But if you were to just take a step back and just observe the thought and watch the thought and realize that you are not your thoughts. You are the one observing your thoughts. You are not the human vessel. You are the spiritual being that is having a human experience. So when you take on this understanding, this change in understanding, this frees you up to now open your reality to self-love. Now you can open your reality to more self-love. And what does that mean? Now, when a thought comes up of anxiety, you realize that, okay, well, I'm not my thoughts. So instead of attacking myself and hating myself for having these thoughts that are anxious or fear or sadness, anger, whatever the case may be, because you got to realize God put us all here with these emotions for a reason, for a purpose. So if we have them, clearly they serve some type of purpose, but we're going to get into that later, deeper into another video. But for now, instead of looking at these thoughts like it's a bad thing and attacking yourself for having these thoughts, you can open up your reality to self-love. Now, what does that mean? As soon as you get a thought like that, make sure you just take a step back, watch it, observe it, and just monitor it. Like, where does this come from? What is the deeper meaning of this thought? Help me understand. How do I understand this thought and the deeper purpose of it? You have to literally sit there and monitor your thoughts, like micromanage your thoughts. That's the first step, because you are not your thoughts. But if whatever thoughts you feed and focus on and give attention to, that's what's going to grow, and that's what's going to manifest in your reality, because what you focus on grows. Whatever you give attention to, it grows. When the sun shines its light on the plant, what does the plant do? It grows. You feel me? So whatever you give attention to is going to grow. Same thing with your thoughts. And now, hold on, let me pause real quick. It's not enough to have an anxious thought and then keep focusing on it unless you're doing the shadow work and you're doing the inner work to observe and study these thoughts. And like I said, micromanage them. But if you just keep focusing on them, and you stay in that state, you're still giving it energy. So you don't want to stay stuck on that. Like once you observe it and see where it comes from, let go. Don't try to die. Because for me, I know me personally, I'll be trying to really get deep. So when it comes to those type of things, when it comes to my shadow self, you know, and having those shadow thoughts, I really go deep into it because I really want to learn it and understand my shadow self to see what the deeper purpose is, because it's not always a bad thing. It's really never a bad thing, but that's a whole topic for a different video. But what I suggest doing, rather than just keep feeding the energy, is once you finally sit there and observe that thought and just watch the thought, you could sit down. What I would do is I would sit down and just, you know, ask that side of me questions, because there's a part of you that may believe that, you know, there's a part of you that may believe you consciously are like, okay, I do love myself. I have self-love. But if you keep having all these self-attacking thoughts and these self-hatred thoughts, there's a part of you that believes that you don't love yourself. There's a part of you that believes that you hate yourself. So I would just sit there and observe that thought, like, okay, well, where is this part of me coming from? What does this help me understand the deeper meaning of this side of me? Then I might sit there and just in complete silence and let the answers come to me. I might pull out a journal, start writing stuff down. That's how you really get an understanding of these thoughts and get yourself to a point where you can observe them and, you know, take control of them. Because if you're always feeding the energy, if you're always attaching to them, you're not in control. You're attaching to your mind. Therefore, your mind is in control. And you are not your mind. You are not your thoughts. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. You are consciousness, but you are not your thoughts. So yeah, I just wanted to make that short video real quick, but hold on real fast. Also, your feelings though, because you may have feelings of anxiety, you may have feelings of fear. So what happens when those pop up? Well, first things first, if you have thoughts that are in alignment with that, once you start to observe these thoughts and just detach yourself from it, you will automatically detach from the feeling. You know what I mean? So detach from the thought of it. Observe the thought, learn the thoughts, and then you will have these feelings of anxiety, fear, blah, 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 blah. You just make sure you attach from that too. Don't feed into it. It's the same thing. Where energy grows, where attention goes, energy grows. Where attention goes, energy grows. So if you keep putting your attention on this negative emotion, it is going to grow, unless you're doing it in a self-reflective way. Sit down, journal it out. Okay, I feel ... I feel anxiety. Okay, where is this coming from? What's the deeper meaning? What's the higher purpose of me feeling this anxiety? Then once you start to understand it more, you're now going to free yourself to accepting it. And it's going to be like, now it's like, okay, well, since I understand it more, since I understand the purpose of it, I know why it's here. Now I can accept it, and you're no longer resisting it. It's no longer a low vibration. It's not affecting you. You're not at the effect of it anymore, you know? So you're not affected by it. Now you can take control of it. So yeah, that and then same thing with your actions. Once you get your thoughts and your feelings in alignment with love, boom, now you take action out of love. And that's what I believe to be self-love. You feel me? Not just, oh, I love myself, so let me go buy me a new bag. Let me go buy me some new shoes. Like, if that's your version of self-love, that's cool. I can't sit here and tell you what to do. I ain't gonna judge you, but that's a low vibration of love, if I'm gonna be honest. You know, if you want to raise your vibration and get on it, and you want to raise your vibration, that's what it is. See, that's what I forgot to mention earlier. I know this video is all over the place. I'm going off the dome. No edits, no cuts, no writing. I just going straight off the dome and I'm posting it. So when it comes to self-love, you want to be vibrating at the frequency of love. It's not just about what you do. Okay, it's important every day to do what you love, of course. But it's not just about what you do. It's not just about thinking about thoughts in alignment with self-love. Because what about all the thoughts that are telling you that you don't have self-love? What about all the thoughts in the back of your head that's screaming at you like, I hate myself? You know, when you're alone, you know, we all get those thoughts when we alone. Oh, I hate myself. you know, this and that, like just all those dark thoughts. We all get them when we're alone. That's why nobody likes being alone. Me personally, I love my alone time because it allows me and it frees me up to understanding this side of myself. Okay, I have a thought. I hate myself. Okay, why do you hate yourself? Where is this coming from? Can I understand the deeper meaning of this self-hatred? And I just sit there in silence and let the answers come to me. And whatever comes to you, the first thing that comes to you, write it down. That's simply what I do, you know? Matter of fact, I'm about to do that right now after I do this video because I just got back from the gym. So that's what I was going to do. I was going to do it before, but I felt inspired to make this video, so I made it. But yeah, that's what it's about. I know this video is all over the place, but I hope y'all stuck with me. If you want, I can make a part 2 to where it's more structured. But the last thing I want to say is about the vibration. You want to be vibrating at the frequency of love. You don't want to just say you have self-love. You don't want to just think it. You don't want to just feel it, because what we disguise as the feeling of love is really just pleasure. So you don't want to just feel it, and you don't want to just do things that you love. You want all of those things to be in alignment with love. And that's what you want to constantly be vibrating at on a day-to-day basis. Now, that sounds like a lot of work and it sounds hard because it is. It's not easy to do at all. But if you want true self-love, that's what it takes. It's not just, oh, wake up in the morning, I write down, I am love. I love myself. Da, 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 da. Like, we all been there before. Me personally, I did it myself. But it's just, it's deeper than that. Way deeper than that. So, yeah.
Yo, what up?
What's up? Yes, I am. If you wouldn't mind, I would like to finish this.
Can I come in later?
I'm about to go to sleep, but I got to go to work tomorrow.
Oh,
All right.
bye.
Yep. All right, see you later. Anyway, pardon that interruption. That was my nephew. Love him to death. But yeah. Short, quick video. Didn't want to make this too long. Yeah. That's what it is. Now, if y'all want a deeper explanation, I got you. Just let me know. Tap in, comment section below. You feel me? Appreciate y'all for tuning in. I love you. Take care of yourself. Stay blessed. I'm out. Peace.